and made the announcement at the start of the season that this would be it. True, and that's fun for us because now we get to really celebrate each and every heat without Alejo just throwing a surprise at us at the end of the season. We get to really celebrate what's been a great career.
I mean, just with the matchup they had on the Goldie, it was cool to see them battle that back out again here.
Then we just saw Morgan take care of Liam O'Brien. Now in our 30 of the morning, there's that quick backhand surfing from Alejo Muniz. The man from Florianopolis, 36 years of age, took apart one of the lefts in Manu Bay in his last heat and got into the 8-point range. So that was the 4.5 Rio got during the break. Then we saw his 5.0 live, and now the replay of Alejo's 5.5 true.
Yeah, a couple of really stabby turns. I mean, Alejo's backhand has been really smooth. He's been looking so good. I mean, that heat against GP in the afternoon, it was that beautiful sunset. There was so much going on. We had that great afternoon glass off that we saw for those first few days of competition.
With this strong easterly lump and bump, he's just powering through. Also, Rio Waida getting started. The man representing Indonesia has one of the best backhands in the world. It's brought him to the final in performance conditions at Cloudbreak in the past. And through the breeze here, he will push through on that sharp eye surfboard and step off. So already off to a bang with these two.
Woke up every moment. I saw he went to Hobbiton. So he's really making the most of New Zealand over here. Rio Waida has to be such a big threat for this competition. Think about the wave he grew up surfing, Uluwatu, one of the most perfect left-handers that we have on this entire planet. So his backhand is lethal. He's going to kick us off kind of, I feel like, just sitting in cruise control, but his cruise control is super impressive. But just...
Here comes Rio, already on wave number 3. Great start, nice snap in the pocket. Bottom turns, lights up the lip again. It's going to put him behind, though. So Rio lays low, a little bit of downtime, and he's still going to commit to a little backhand wrap, pushing that board through the soft part of the open face. Started off well with 2 turns before falling behind the section. Loves surfing Uluwatu. He's got all the different waves that he can take advantage of when he's home. Let's watch this again, True.
Yeah, at the start of that wave, you could see that quick little high line to get all of that speed so that he could really open up in the back end of this wave. And those first 2 turns were critical, and navigating those lumps and bumps, you can see the texture on the wave. It is tricky. It does have the wind as well, so timing has to be really on point out here on days like today, and quite comfortable on his backhand, and so is Alejo.
Non-stop action, second scoring ride in the making for Alejo Muniz. Big power whips through the lip line there, but he'll get stuck in transition, have to step off as the rest of the wall runs down. Burst onto the scene, had huge sponsor backing when he came on, and one of those early stories of a guy that spent a lot of time in Hawaii before he was even a teenager. Born into a surfing family, as we watch a nice carving work from Rio Waida. You can see this one kind of getting full under his feet. Do have the opportunity to have jet ski assist today if you want it. Got 4 operators out there at a time.
Just a little bit tactical. We've got to be on the right rock. But Rio, he's not scared of rocks and reef, obviously growing up in Bali like we mentioned. But I just love the flow on his backhand on this wave. Just so smooth and timeless. Got a little bit hung up on that 3rd turn there, but just the lines and how effortlessly they were drawn together there for Rio. You can tell he feels confident in that heat.
Merrick's also a young goofy foot, represent the local board riders club as they're all got their eyes on Alejo now, tracking down the line. Big tag there off the lip, off the bottom, and just steps off.
Sure, up the face, but just the bowl on this wave was a really great shape. Bottom turns fast into this first section. That second one even better. You could see his hand touching the water on the bottom turn. He went really high on that wave, so that wind.
Learn about new cultures. Go check out the waterfalls, because he said before he would just be at the campsite. As he's got down the line and just up and out for Alejo. Yeah, what a massive heat total. I mean, for Alejo coming into stop for us, heat average was just at 8.87. Coming down the line with Rio Waida. Nice tag there. Second turn, brilliant in the pocket. Super smooth in his transition to a wrap. Back to the power source. He'll touch it again. Pushing that tail back into the pocket again. Series of carves, and he'll step off. For Rio, he had a 7.83 in the heat that he beat Connor O'Leary. 7 maneuvers completed on that one.
Take a look at it again to see if it's going to eclipse his 5-point ride. Great surfing done on this wave. Especially love that first turn where he goes straight up and vertical into the lip. That one was really smart to stay slightly under. He can see that this wind is wreaking a little bit of havoc. But then this is what I mean by the wave shape down towards the end. It unfortunately just forced him to his rail, which we know the judges want to see that board going vertical. So it might keep that score slightly under. There was still a really great start to identify that wave selection is key. You need those waves that bowl back towards you. And I just felt like that last wave for Rio.
Oh, yeah, Joe, there are sets, so I want to get into live action right here. Alejo Muniz, he's got to come back. And this is an ultra-important wave for the Brazilian. Looking sharp so far. He's going to have a long line in front of him. Muniz. Oh, and again. No. Gosh, catches the rail right there. That was a huge opportunity lost, Joe.
From this angle, he had that little chip to kind of roll into this one, True.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it was a good wave, and you could see it lining up, and he hit that one there, but it was a weird little lump where he just came unstuck, and it was such a shame for Alejo right there. It's almost like his whole body. True and I were so lucky we grew up at a really fun left-hand beach break. I was going to say point break. I was like, hang on, Jesse. At North Narrabeen, and Davey Cathles does that perfectly. He's got that best push and pull of weight and lightness.
Moving down the line quickly with Alejo. Speed jam there. Attacking the lip line again. Wider stance and gets really low to his board. Crushing sections. Looking committed all the way through. He's had a few falls. He's not going to let that happen again. And trims it well. Little celebration. And now he's straight into backing Alejo in this one. Let's watch it from the start, Jesse.
Okay, love this wave having a little bit more of a bowl back to it. Kaipo mentioned it. He's such a fast surfer. So zippy. That water, that hand touching the water every single time. Really navigating the bump a lot better on this wave. Only thing that's going to factor in is he surfed this wave so well. It was fast. There was variety in it. He seemed to like it as well.
It keeps Alejo out of first place. Rio will let the Brazilian move again here. And now, fighting for the score. Needs a 5.41. Big hammer there on the back end. Clean bottom turn, putting a lot into that wrap. But next wave, a little bit more wave height for Rio Waida. Hits it in the pocket again well. The Indonesian lights up the pocket. Passing Muniz with a nice backhand carve. And now just pacing. See if he could find a pocket. Snaps it in the pocket again. Battling this east wind and finding some smooth rails throughout this entire wave. Tagging it all the way to this inside corner by the bow ramp. Rio shuts it down. His coach, Glenn Micro Hall, enjoyed that one. And more of a look of worry on the faces of Miguel Pupo and Adriano de Souza. Rio Waida takes a jump into the quarterfinals where he will meet with Morgan Siblick. It's going to be an all backhand battle once again.
Rio, last time we talked, you made it really well known that you want to win this comp, and you're one step closer. But that was a dangerous heat, man. I mean, Leo, he's on a victory lap of sorts. He wants to win heats, but he doesn't have the same sort of pressure because he's enjoying his last year as well. What was your attitude and strategy going into that one?
Yeah, definitely. When Alejo announced that this is his last year, I kind of did send a message to him that thanks for inspiring, and because when I was a Grom, I was watching him a lot, and then I just said, hey, thank you for a lot of inspiration, and then I said that let's have fun this year, and it was fun. Kind of got, not emotional, but kind of got in my head that this is his last year, so maybe he's having more fun or enjoying or less pressure. So I thought, because even the hit round before, he was surfing really good, so I was kind of got in my head, but still I shook hand with him, and then let's do this, let's have fun, and good luck, and then, I don't know, this heat was a bit slow. I wish there was more waves like hit before, but it's okay. I'm stoked that I got the job done, and definitely can't wait for more.
Yeah, no, you clicked into gear well, mate. You could see that you were really driven to make that one. Your wave selection was actually really good. It was so hard to identify which ones were going to sort of hug the reef and the rocks and the point, and which ones were going to swing wide.
Definitely. I've been talking with all the boys that this wave is not hard, but also hard because with the tide change, the waves definitely change a lot. Let's say with the tide change, there's some like breaking inside there has the bigger wall, and also with the wind, and also with the tide, the size of the wave changed. So it's a definitely tricky one. Unfortunately, we all didn't have a lot of experience here, so we kind of just have fun, I guess. I think everyone's having fun here in New Zealand. It's a new place, and we get to go left, we get more laps. So I think everyone's having fun, and I think we're all just having fun.
There's a big cheer here. Mate, your backhand is obviously one of your weapons. You know, growing up in Indonesia, there's just endless lefts over there. And one of the real points of difference in your surfing, I'm noticing, is that you are actually able to bring a lot of creativity into the lip here, where, you know, a lot of other crew are just sort of banking on big power turns. That's a nice thing to have in your back pocket.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, it's been small, so it's been just time it and then find the big moment. But if it got a little bit more bigger, I feel like I can do different kind of turn, like a different angle and stuff. It can be like slidey or blow the tail or reverse or whatever it is, but or fade bottom turn, so many different kind of things. But I don't know if I'm gonna be on today, but maybe tomorrow. Hope it's bigger and have more fun.
That's it, mate. And Morgan Siblick, your next opponent, you've never had a heat against him?
We kind of had not in the tour, but in the QS, actually in the Krui in Indonesia. It was a left, and then I got the job done. But Morgan's been, I feel like the guy that in this event, I feel like he's the fastest and strongest. And then I don't know, his board looks really good. I'm kind of jealous. I wish I can have his sharp eye board, but it's okay. And the boys in Australia from the Sharp Eye or Ball Lab, they're doing so well for all of us. So I'm just happy and thankful. I'm excited to serve with Morgs.
Congrats, mate. We'll let you get that Red Bull Athlete Zone and jump in the hot tub.
Thanks so much. I can't wait.